Hello and welcome. This is a very special unboxing video, first of all because I'm going to do a live recording of my voice as well, so not just a regular voiceover, but because it's going to be a very special bird which I was looking forward to having it, and it's none other than the famous Macchi, or however you pronounce it, Macchi C.202 Folgore from Italeri. It's apparently a 100% new mold, so it's brand spanking new. I will be honest, I did open it a bit to see how it is. Yeah, I quite liked what I saw, but most of the stuff is still new to me as well, so let's get into it. Well, one thing that I should state, figure not included, which is a shame, but well, at least we finally have a nice new Folgore to play with. So first off, let's have a look around the box, shall we? So as I stated, 100% new, figure not included, and let's see the other things. So contains cockpit 3D decals. I don't know how I feel about that. I quite like doing cockpits, although I'm not a master of it. I can certainly tell that there are many other people who do great work on the cockpit. Then you have photo etch parts, smoke ring decals, like these, what you see here, are included, so you don't have to like try to mask it off or freehand it, although I am certain that soon enough we will see third-party masking sheets for this specific one. And what else? Yeah, we have 8 versions to choose from, which is, I think it's really good. I haven't seen any kit yet that would give us 8 versions or more. So let's look at the sides. If I can show you proper, yeah, here we are. You can see all the 8 versions. Each one of them look amazing. I will be honest with you, I quite fancy this one. I might do that actually, but let's not jump ahead. Okay, then we have the pictures of the smoke ring decal sheet, the rest of the decal sheets with all the insignias and the group markings, numberings, and you have the 3D instrument panels, and you have a lot of photo etch parts. Okay, it's quite a big box, to be honest. I can't really lob it around proper, but anyway, let's try. Here a lot of information and some pictures of the CAD 3D renders, which look quite nice as well. And I think on the sides, well, nothing really interesting. Yeah, other one. Yeah, that's about it. So let's open this bad boy up then. And it is going to be a bit of a tricky one, but there we go. And what do we have here? So first, here are the extras. You have the 3D printed instrument panels, wiring for the antenna, and some extra tubes. I think it might be for the engine actually. And of course all the photo etch. So let's put that aside. You have one correction sheet, one instruction sheet. Well, I would really call it a booklet at this point because it's quite extensive. Painting and decals guide, and here are the decals. They're quite nice, but I will show it to you in a close-up soon enough. So let's put these aside, and then we have one bag of sprues. Oh, something is loose over there, so that's not good. I don't like things rattling around unnecessarily. And there is a small bag with the clear parts. Not too many clear parts actually, but that's okay. And a second bag of sprues. And here are the smoke rings. I will try to give you the best close-up as possible. So as you can see that there isn't too much of an extra film on the decal, so that's quite good. And yeah, there are quite a few of them. In fact, I can tell you that there are 101. Screen printed by Cartograph, so you can fully expect that these are exceptionally good ones. And I can already tell you that the carrier film is very thin and it really follows the contours of the markings and everything. So let's get into it. As you can see, like this one, absolutely perfect. I am hoping that the camera picks it up quite nicely for all your viewing pleasure. And yeah, even all the small text is even readable, so that they really went out of their way to make these decals. These are absolutely perfect. And I think like this group marking has a white background, but they made it so that because you're going to put it on top of that white band that is around the fuselage at the back of the plane, so it's not going to be a different white compared to what you spray on, which is quite thoughtful for them, to be honest. I would have liked if they would have done it with the markings on the tail, to have these emblems, I guess, separate, so you can paint the white cross and then just put on the emblem. I should correct myself. This cat goes onto that white band as well. So and it does have a white background. So I might be mistaken with this one actually. So, but anyway, it's still good. I don't know if I can show you, but I will try. But like here, if you can see on those roosters, chickens, that you basically can't see any film overreaching the actual image. So that is just really good. That is just really good. So here are the photo etch parts. I will zoom in as close as possible again. And yeah, we have the cockpit back. I think this is some kind of frame. If you do something open, I think it's going to be the guns in the fuselage, in the nose. And then you have, I bet it's the radiator grills and a couple of other. Probably most of them will go into the into the landing gear. There is a thing that's going to be a harness. Yeah, so that's quite good. Okay, let's have a look at the 3D printed. Oops, sorry. I tried to go as close as possible. The 3D printed instruments. And here are the extra wire for the antenna, and it just looks like regular plastic tubes. Anyway, it's a nice touch that they add the antenna. I haven't seen in any kits yet whatsoever to have wire for the antenna, which is a nice extra in my opinion. Okay, so the first one is going to be this, which, as I see, it holds the wings and some internal parts. So let's open it up. First, let's get the smaller sprue out. I will set the rest to the side. And okay, let's start here. Let's see. Some canisters here, some kind of lever. This is, I presume, is going to be the body of the engine. We have the wheels. Yeah, you already have the flat part in it. And then we have the propeller blades, and they are nice and crisp. Quite like them. Look at that. These look like canopy internal parts, like this wheel. And then you have with the levers, some knobs, other things. Yeah, good. Let's move down. These look like some kind of pistons. Yeah, quite nicely detailed. Look at that pipe work on there. That is just really nice. Okay, and then we go to this part. I really don't know what they are, but they look good. All I can tell that they look good. Okay, and the guns. Yeah, the guns look fantastic. Look at that. Other side. Oh yeah. They are nice. And if I can show it to you, yeah, see, they are slide molded. So kudos to Italeri to not have it in 2 or more parts. And then we have some landing gear parts. Yeah, let me just go back to this view. I think that's going to be the tail landing gear. Okay. More engine parts. This is going to be probably the engine top cover. Yeah, engine parts. Let's see this side of it. Nope. That's just ejector pin marks. Okay. I will come back out a bit. And let's have a look at this big one, which is, I think, one of the most interesting parts, the wings. So we see how good the detailing is, and just by looking at it, I think it will be good. I don't know how much riveting it should be on there, but you have some, that's for sure. I don't see any sink marks or anything, so that's a plus. Okay, we have some fine detail. There is some difference here in the rivet marks. Okay, you have some panel lines. It's quite empty. I don't know if the original plane is like that, but it looks quite empty. Well, the surface, I mean. And yeah, this is one of the landing gear doors. The wings, and then you have the ailerons. Yeah, nice pronounced skin texture. The top wing parts. Let's zoom in and let's see what we have here. So let's start here on the top. This is, yeah, the engine top cover, sides. Yeah, that looks quite nice. And then we have, I think, is the turbocharger intake. And then you have some inner frame. I think this goes behind the cockpit. The engine cowling sides. Again, it's very smooth. I would have expected a bit more detail in terms of rivet work, but again, I will need to check if this is the case with this particular aircraft or not. And this is, what is this? Oh, it's the inside wall. Let me, yeah, some instruments, some knobs and thingamabobs. Okay, you have some other parts there. I think this is this the back? Yeah, I think this is going to be the back of the seat with the harnesses. Yep. Okay, well, so you have the molded in harness. I bet a lot of people are going to get rid of that with a Dremel and just make their own. I think I will use them and just paint them as they are. Okay, so this is the instrument panel. Let's, yeah, this is, yeah, sorry, okay, so this is one side and this is the other. So it's, yeah, it's pretty much empty for you to use the 3D printed ones. I would have loved to have them the option to go either with the regular hand painted job instead of the 3D printed ones, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I think this is going to be the rudder pedals main part, and probably the rudder pedals are going to be photo etched. Yeah, the thing is, I would have loved them to have options to choose from. Either use photo etched or use their plastic counterparts. Okay, so this is the seat. So I guess that the other part that you saw with the harnesses, I think it might be just a it might not be a harness, but it really looks like one. I don't think it's a harness. Maybe it's just some kind of cushion that you have to glue into the seat. Yeah, probably it goes over here because that's going to be the bottom, I guess, and then this is the top. Okay, and what else? Yeah, the other fuselage, again, nice and smooth. Yeah, the insides, nothing in the inside. It's quite empty. Okay, let's have a look at the rest. Yeah, as I said, I think it's, oh no, it's an elevator that's broke loose, but that's fine. Okay. Again, so you have this rivet detail here, but the rest is smooth. Okay, I think these are elevators, yeah. They have a nice detail. They have this, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, you can see it's nice raised detail as well. So that's an extra. And Oh yeah, and you have, these are, I think, the engine exhaust. And some engine parts again. Yeah, for the exhaust. Yeah, I mean, this is really nice. Like, look at that, with the cables going into the spark plugs. And then we have the landing gear door here as well, nice and detailed. Props. Yeah, the nose looking good. And there is a bit of a tiny amount of flash on the side, if you can see. Okay, and then let's go. And this is the, yeah, this is going to be the bottom, the engine bottom. I think this is the, yeah, the radiators intakes. Oh yeah, this is, oh no, this is the side of the radiator which is under the wing. Uh-oh. I think this part on the plane that can open or close, and this looks to be molded in. Okay, and the last tiny part is some extra versions for the elevators, I guess. Yeah, nothing extra, and this one broke off. Here we have the top canopy. Let's see how good. Yeah, I mean, that is clean. I can see my finger in high detail. I hope you can see it too. So that's good. From the top as well. Don't see any distortion, so that's good. Let's see, this is the front part. Yeah, I mean, that is as good as it can get. And then you have the targeting glass. These are, yeah, these are for the wing lights, and I don't know what these two are, but they are certainly something. So that's it. Okay, now let's have a look whilst I am trying to put this back into the bag. There we go. Let's have a look at the instruction sheet, booklet, book, lexicon. It's quite thick. Here it is. So let's get right into it. Okay, first part, again, it will show you the free extras, the 3D printed things, and the 2 decal sheets. Yeah, some information about the plane, but come on, we have all the information on the internet at this point, so you don't really need to write the history down of it again. So I will try to get close and then just move it around for each page. Okay, this is a listing of all the things you have. It even shows you like tube A, B, and the copper wire. Okay, next page again, PE parts, and we start off with the engine. Here you go. Here you use the tubes. Optional, something is optional here. some kind of decal as well. Clean and apply. Then the top part goes on to the engine, then you put in the struts. Again, now the thinner tube goes in here. But that's quite cool. Yeah, look at it. So you have a nice tubing system for the engine. That is really cool. I haven't seen this before with other manufacturers. So this is going to be the landing gear bay, version A, B, C, E, not D, and FGH. I think it's some kind of oil tank, probably holding the oil for the landing gears and everything. Yeah. Oh, some tubing goes here as well. Next page. Wheels can go together. Yeah, and it's already made in a way that the wheels are going to be in the perfect position. Okay, that's good. Here it shows you to remove these two little protrusions. I did see them on the wing. And for the D version, you have to open up some holes. Next up, there are a lot of pages here. Although, given how simple some of the steps are, I do wonder if it could have been a bit better organized and smaller. So this goes into the wing underside with the wheel bay covers here. Oh yeah, these are the pistons. Yeah, I thought that they are going to go with the wheels together, so that's good. Oh no, this is going to be behind the pilot. Okay, you have the wheels. Yeah, I mean, well, look at this. This is literally just showing you putting these two things and these couple of things together, and then you have this, which is literally not an instruction but shows you how it should look. It's like, I don't know, well, did we really need this big amount of page for these instructions? Well, okay, well, whatever. Okay, next one. Again, oh, it's the version D. There is a difference, see, between version D and the rest. Version D doesn't have these parts in, so that's going to be like empty there. Okay. Next up, now we put in the engine in place. Oh no, I keep on being silly and saying silly stuff for you. So this is not going to be behind the pilot, this is in front. This is the firewall, I think, as they say. And the engine goes here. Okay, again, some tubing. It's good. Is it tubing or is it wires? And then version D. Well, it's literally the same except for those missing parts I just showed you. Oh, look at this. Looky. I have a cookie. Alternative closed landing gears. Thank you, Italeri. That's amazing. It's like, finally, someone thinking about us in-flight modelers as well. I am 100% more happy now. I am 100% more happy now. Okay, next up, version. Again, all the versions except for D. The guns is being put in place, or being put in place. Okay, alternative closed flaps. Awesome, and you can even put the flaps to be closed or open. That is amazing. That is good job. Okay, open flaps. Yeah, well, mine is going to be closed, unless if I want to do it in a combat position, and just barely open, perhaps, as it's turning, doing a sharp turn, maybe, but that would be cool. Oh, I still have to think about this. Oh, first world problems, eh? Okay, then, yeah, as you can see, instrument panel is absolutely empty. You have to use the 3D printed parts, but you still get some valves or like whatever you have here, like lever and the targeting system, and that's nice, and that looks really good. You have to put it together. Yeah, awesome. I like this. I think it's still going to be alright, but again, I would have loved to have the alternative to have a completely molded instrument panel that you can paint. I think that would have been a nice challenge. Okay, the cockpit floor, again, yeah, as I thought. So the rudder pedals are going to be PE. I think this is PE as well. Okay, next part. Okay, you put together. Okay, so you have the canisters. I think that's going to be like oxygen or something. Well, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, goes like this. Oh, it's going to be nice, free colored. Well, I presume G is going to be like a metallic color for the for the top, for the valve and everything. And H and D is going to be something like I don't know, like red, white or something. And then next part, yeah, as I said, these are the harnesses. Yeah, it's like a backrest thing for the pilot. And then there is the PE part for the bottom harness. And then it's all put together. You put in there, yeah. Oh, and you have some wiring here as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's at the headrest part, and then you have a lot of little chain things that you have to bend. Oh, I am not looking forward to that. The copper wire goes down. Yeah, but there is some detail to be done and to have fun with. Then the cockpit walls, again some extra bits, looking good. You don't see any PE for these parts. Okay, yeah. For the cockpit walls there isn't any PE, which is strange, but okay. Again, I can see a lot of aftermarket for this plane in the near future. And then you close the fuselage, put it in here. Okay, so open for version. Okay, so there is some kind of hole that you have to open for all the versions except for D. Next up, armaments. Left wing, right wing, optional wing armament assembly. Yes, I did read that this is very optional in a way that a lot of pilots flew their Macchis without the guns mounted into the wings, because then it was much lighter. Although they had less ammo, but they had the speed and the agility to compensate for it. Okay, and of course, yeah, the guns on these planes were apparently underwhelming in the first place, so probably the Italian pilots were proper daredevils in that context. Okay, you assemble all the engine and the underside of the wing part together with the fuselage and the upper wings. That is quite good design. And then you have the ailerons going in. Oh, look at all these PE parts. I bet they are going to be tiny. A lot of fun with that. Okay, you have extra PE parts for the wing roots here. Next up, and here we are. Then we have the radiators, intakes. Oh man, look at that. This is like 3 parts PE sheets that go into the radiators. That is cool. I like it. Here as well, in the nose one. Okay. Then you put the bottom part of the nose. Again, some extra PE sheet. Oh, look at this. All these PE parts. Well, they weren't fooling around with the PEs. Sorry about that. Okay, more PE parts. Great. I am not happy about the PE. Okay, only version D. That goes in front of the radiator. Yeah, I've seen this in pictures. I don't really know what it is. I need to read about it, but let me know in the comment section if you do know. Okay. And then you have the landing gear panel. So like these were these small parts which I thought at first I thought that these are the instrument panels. No, it's the inside of the cover. Well, that's neat. Okay, now the other side. Now it's a close-up how it should look. Some bending, great. We always love to do bending. Well, at least I don't have to worry about this part because of the closed landing gears. So okay, the other cover goes in the middle. Yeah, nice. And here is the closed landing gear version. Yeah, that's going to be much nicer. You cut this off and they supply extra parts that you have to glue together. Yeah, because these panels usually slide on top of each other when they are open, and when a manufacturer doesn't provide these things, then you have to improvise with the styrene sheets and everything, but luckily they do, so that's good. A lot less to worry about. And now more PE. Oh, and that goes on to the exhausts. Look at that. That is amazing. Amazingly difficult it's going to be. And then the exhaust, how it should look. Okay, next. And now the top cover. Now it would be interesting to make it in a way that you can still take it off to show off the engine, because then what's the point building up the engine fully and painting and weathering and all that stuff if it's going to be closed forever. So I think it would be nice to do that actually, to have the option to take off the cover. Okay, and I think this is like the turbo intake or something or other, and you have that the tiny little flap that opens or closes. Okay, and next up, the gun cover on the top, and again, yes, the open gun bay version. This is where these PEs go. It like shows where the screw holes are. That's neat. They really gave us a lot of extra tiny detail. Oh, look at those tiny PE parts. I'm just trying to zoom in. Look at that. Those are going to be the top parts of the fuel. I guess it's fuel, right? Yeah, I think it's some kind of fuel or some kind of liquid. But the place where you would fill it in, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it is going to be crazy detailed on the outside at least. Okay, last part you have, oh gosh, look at all those things on the inside of the canopy. Oh, and you have a tiny little rear view mirror. On the prop assembly, that looks simple enough. The pitot tube goes in here. Okay, yes, open, closed, alternative, that's fine. And then you put together the fuselage tip. It's made out of two parts. And you have an optional reconnaissance version. Wow. That's good. Okay, and here is late version. Yeah, this is for all kits, all of the kits, and then early version tail ailerons. Sorry, this is the, yeah, I'm being silly. This is the aileron and these are the elevators. Yeah. And I think I was saying it wrong, but again, you can correct me as much as you like in the comment section. I don't mind. I'm still trying to learn and memorize all the parts of a plane. And then PE parts late version, all kit versions. Oh my god, more PE. Whew. Italeri, you are one. You are a bastard. Look at all these PE parts. Early version. That's going to be one hell of a ride. And oh, look at this. This is cool. I haven't seen anyone putting so much thought into the antenna. Usually they don't really care about it, and then you have to improvise with the stretched sprue and all that stuff. But they really gave a lot of thought into it. Like you have a proper PE pod that holds at the end on the rudder. Yeah, that is cool. And that's the instructions. And I think lastly we are going to look at the painting and decal guide. And right off the bat we have the decal guide for the camouflage decals with the smoke rings. Okay, let's see, what does it say? So, camouflage decals application scheme only for version ADFG. Okay, so version A. Yeah, I mean, this really shows that this is the same as you saw earlier in terms of the smoke rings, so that's good. Next one, B. So it's A, D, F, G. Let's try to remember that. So B, I think all of them were around 1943. Yeah, all camouflage schemes that you see here are from 1943. So there is no, well, it is the series 12 of the plane, so yeah, it's like mid to late war. Okay, and then you have this one, which I really like. This looks really cool. I quite like this alternative pattern, although I'm a bit unhappy that like this is taken off and it's just a blue circle. I don't know why that is. I really need to look into it. Oh, it might be because okay, it might be because it's not with the fascist government, because even the circles are missing the insignia. Okay, interesting. I haven't realized that. Version D. Okay, so this is the famous version D, where you have some differences compared to the rest. Okay, so version D, again, smoke rings. Just checking what versions it says that the decals. Yeah, D. Yeah, so the smoke ring decals are good for this as well. Just checking. Yeah, I would like this. Yeah, with this group insignia, but I don't like that the prop is not other colors, so it's white on this one and it's the same color as the plane. I quite like to have some color mixing here and there on the plane. So next one, version E. Now that is again a very different one. It looks really simple to do. Well, perhaps doing like a freehand job on it. This looks easy enough. Oh, sorry, I haven't showed you the bottom. Oh, yeah, my mistake. But well, there shouldn't be any difference, to be honest, between the rest. Yeah, maybe some of the differences where you can see here, but well, yeah, that is different. So that bottom is like almost fully this light grayish blue, and this has a more intricate design to it, and like even the sides of the radiators are like in the camouflage schemes, so that's something that you might want to look out for. Okay, let's go to version F. Again, the same smoke ring pattern, so again you can use the smoke ring decals for this one. I don't like that there are no group insignias in this white band, but there is one on the tail. Yeah, again the nose is the same camouflage as the other. Yeah, the bottom part again with this, yeah, that masking, and it looks like that it has a soft edge, so and that might be a challenge. And then you have version G again with the smoke rings. You have and you have a white prop. Maybe this one would be more suitable for me. Okay, other part. Yeah, and then lastly version H, which is almost like the smoke ring, but I don't think you're going to be able to use the smoke rings because it has a very different style here. And then this is the the co-belligerent Italian Air Force. Yes, it really looks like that they just added extra to the smoke ring paint scheme to make it made it a bit more thicker. Okay, and yeah, and here is the guide for the smoke rings as well, which is a nice touch to show you how it's done. Okay, let's see. I think I showed you everything. I have mixed feelings about the kit. I don't know if the outsides, the wings are fully detailed or not, or missing panel lines, or some reveal detail. I will have to look into that. But nonetheless, I think it's a great kit, and I might even start working on it right away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this relatively quickly thrown together video, and see you on the next one.